Hey everybody. Decided to make this video. I'll get into the reasons why. As you can see here, this is my channel. I have 777 subscribers. And I was scrolling down, just looking at certain things, and I realized, oh, yeah, just 2 weeks ago, I was celebrating reaching 500 subscribers. I did a kind of a bigger giveaway than I've been doing. I've been giving away free cards, Wyvern cards and L5R cards, just because I felt like it would be a really nice thing to do, to be generous. I was inspired by two people, Al Spader, who gave away a bridge set, Star Trek cards, and I thought, what a cool idea. He's giving these away, and I forget what his reasons were. And I entered, and I said, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go big. And I did that. You can click on it if you want to see what I gave away. Just nice stuff. But the other one that I did, let me show you. The other reason that I was inspired is because of this guy right here, Coop's Collection. This is now at 838,000 subscribers. Come back. Check this in 1 week. You want to see a man whose channel is blowing up? This man right here is Coop. He's a Pokemon vendor. He is the nicest and most generous Pokemon vendor I've ever seen. He's inspired me. Everybody loves this man. He's just a great guy. So that's those two things. Al Spader's giveaway of Star Trek cards and this guy, and the different things that I've been watching on YouTube. I just decided, you know what? I've got all these Wyvern cards that are sitting in my box. I'm not using them. I have my Wyvern decks. I play the card game. It's a fun card game. And I said, you know, why don't I just start giving away all these? I have all these cards that I'm not doing anything with. What's the point of keeping them? And I also had L5R cards. Here's some L5R cards right here. And I have my decks, and I made videos about my decks. I'll see if I can find a deck tech video. Not that I'm going to click on it or anything. But I have lots of here's one of my L5R deck techs right here. My Naga deck. Here's my Spawning Ground Goblins deck. Here's another Yoritomo deck. There's all kinds of them down here. There's like 16 L5R decks. I haven't played that game in over 20 years, and I decided to make videos of all of my decks, and I decided, you know, I've got a box of L5R cards, so why don't I start giving them away? And I've found all the valuable ones, and I just gave away the rest of them right here in this video. Just gave away all that, everything you see there in that picture. Those 8 starter decks, and these are 6 packs, lots of cards. And with Wyvern, I just gave away 3 of the 5 lots that you see right here. I gave away 3 of them. So I'm going to do more Wyvern. I'm done with L5R. I just finished. That was my last video of giving away cards. So now, to continue this, and I've done this before. I made a video when I was very small on my channel, like maybe I had 300 subscribers or 200 or something like that. I started recommending channels just to do it. Just said, why should everyone's out for themselves. Let's all get into solidarity with each other and start supporting each other. Because Wizards of the Coast, who owns Dungeons and Dragons, is such a selfish company. I mean, they tried to destroy their competition. They literally tried to sabotage all competition. And it backfired on them big time. Yet they're still a huge company making tons and tons of money despite proving that they're bad people. And it's so sad. But I'm going to show you some channels right now, both in Dungeons and Dragons. Possibly I'm going to show you an L5R thing for those of you who are fans of the fantasy collectible card game genre. It's a huge thing. Pokemon is huge. I just traded all of my Magic and Pokemon cards to someone, and he and I are now friends. So that was a wonderful connection to make. It's just been fun. So I'm going to recommend certain channels from all different things in YouTube. I hope you will enjoy this. I hope you will, well, you decide what channels you're interested in and you go check them out if you're interested. I'm not here to tell you. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I highly recommend. Okay, and I am not concerned with how long this video takes because I'm just going to take my time and enjoy making this video. First person I want to recommend is the Dungeon Minister. What a great name. Instead of the Dungeon Master, the Dungeon Minister. Now, why does he call himself that? Well, as you can see by his thumbnail here, I don't know what you call that, his profile pic, he's a priest. He's an Anglican priest. I'm going to give you a little look of what he looks like. There he is. And he's a wonderful man. Absolutely wonderful man. He loves Dungeons and Dragons. I want to recommend, now this is what some of his videos look like. That was him doing a paint stream, a live stream. This is how a lot of his videos look. He loves making funny pictures for his thumbnails. Let me just click on his channel, give you an idea. There are some of his, let's go to videos. So you can see all the fun, crazy pictures that he makes. This guy is very creative. He's married. I didn't realize there are an Anglican priest can be married. I didn't know that. I was very surprised when I found his channel. I was so happy. He has 3 sons, and he plays D&D, Beckme D&D, for those who know. Not that it matters. D&D is D&D. With his wife and 3 sons. And then he tells the story. That's what all these videos are of him, of their gaming session. And the whole thing is right here. The Honeywood campaign. I've made a video recommending this guy before. But if you just click on this and you can start from the beginning, and it's really, really good. As a matter of fact, I might play a little of it right now. I'm going to check it and see if it's worth doing. Okay, this is his first video where you start. You go to that playlist. I'm just going to play you the intro. I think you'll enjoy this intro.
Hello, I'm Father Aaron, and I want to talk to you today about the very serious risk of spiritual damage from the seemingly harmless game, Dungeons and Dragons. Nah, I'm kidding, I love this game.
And that's his intro. Okay, so right away I was hooked. And we've gone on to become friends. I've sent him my D&D novels. 2 of his 3 sons have read them, loved them. He listened to my narration of it. He's left a lot of comments in the chat and in the, what am I saying? He's left comments on those videos. So it's very, very cool. As a matter of fact, he even did a video about my books. After I sent him the second one, he decided to make a video. Unboxed Forestera's Fate. It's a very nice video. He talks about my books and things about it. And I was I was shocked, but it was really, really nice to do. It only has 432 views. It's not, a very popular thing. But the fact that he took the time to do that was really, really nice. Well, now he's going to be making, I think, I'm not certain about this, he said he's been thinking about making a video about the book I sent him, The Chronicles of Amber by Roger Zelazny. He loved it. And I think he's going to make a video about that. We'll see. He might not. Okay, now I'm jumping to L5R. L5R stands for Legend of the Five Rings. This was a collectible card game that was huge in the 90s, right up there with Magic the Gathering. This video right here from 7 years ago, 426,000 views. The greatest story in gaming. If you are a fan of the collectible card games, especially if you're a fan of L5R and have not seen this video, this is must watch. This is a must-watch video for all fans of the collectible card game industry. Pokemon, Magic, whatever you are, you should see this video. If you're an L5R fan, you have to see this video. I don't need to click on it. It's a phenomenal video, and that's why it has so many views. All right, on to the next one. This is another really nice channel, very small channel. 4,069 subscribers. The Old Warlock. The Old Warlock are these two guys right here, father and son, and they also have a podcast. I don't think I've listened to much of their. I think I listened a little bit, but I'm just not interested in podcasts. I don't know why. I've listened to podcasts at times, and times they're interesting, but it's not for me. I prefer a video. And I sent these guys my books, and well, I sent them my first book. I don't know if I sent them my second book, but they enjoyed it. They read it. But they said, we don't talk about stuff people send us. We're not going to mention it on the channel. I said, okay, that's fine. I mean, I was hoping they would, obviously. But again, if you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, now they are old school D&D. They used to have a wonderful comparison. I don't think it's there now. I'm going to click and just double check. They had a wonderful, wonderful comparison about old school versus new school, and it is no longer there. I don't know why they took it down. They must have gotten some complaints. But it was the most popular video by far. But these are their most popular ones right here. So if anything there interests you, feel free to check them out. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, this is the Dungeon Delver. I guess he had to make it all one word because someone probably was already using that name. He does live streams, as you can see right there. Friday night live stream. Here's a Thursday live stream. He live streams Monday through Friday. He plays D&D on his live stream once a week. Sometimes he plays Gamma World, like right there. They're playing Gamma World. He does make videos. Let me click on his channel. He has over 7,000 subscribers now, so he's been growing. I think he only had like 2,000 when I first found his channel. He makes a lot of cool videos. And I think, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. This is from a year ago. Tales of Tabletop Triumph. It's only got 202 views, but this one is my story. I read the story on a video. I made a video where I read this about the first time that I played D&D. I've written this as an article on my blog. I had to give him a condensed version because it had to be under 3,000 words, so I had to cut it down. And it's still the longest one that he's done. He's done several Tabletop Triumphs. But then I went and made my own video of it, reading the entire thing. That's on my channel. It's not from that long ago. Let me see if I can find that for you. But if you'd like to listen to this, this is basically a shortened version of my article. Oh yeah, it was right next to my 500 subscriber video. The first time I played Dungeons & Dragons. That video is 35 minutes long, and I read the video, and I read the video. I read my article that I wrote, and you can read it right there while I'm reading it to you. So you can, if that interests you, if you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, I think you will enjoy this story. It was a very magical time the first time I played. It was a freshman year in college, 1980. So the old days of D&D, which is the D&D that I love, and I do not like what has happened to this game. We're all pretty tired of it. But there's a lot of old schoolers who love 5th edition, and I'll never understand why. I'll never get it. Makes no sense to me. All right, let's go on to something else. Any fans of music reaction channels? First time I saw a music reaction channel, saw these two black guys doing a reaction to Rush. And I was like, wow, these guys are going to listen to Rush, huh? And it turns out that these guys are into hip-hop. They're called Lost in Vegas. They were like, I don't know if they were the first channel, but they were hugely popular. And I don't know if they were the ones who started it, but they're huge. They have over 1 million subscribers. Nick and Lex started a while ago, and they're up to 126,000 subscribers. They're very popular. And if you can't tell why they're very popular, well, part of the reason they're very popular is they're very nice people. Part of the reason they're popular is they have very good music reactions. And the other reason that they're popular is because Nick's wife is very attractive. And anyone who doesn't understand that, well, that's just how it works. And even Nick admitted that. He says, look, I know, because he does videos on his own. And he says, look, I get it. I know why these videos aren't getting as many views. I get it, he said. But this is how they look. This is them in their place, and they just talk to the camera and they listen to music and they react. And they've gotten into the Doors lately. They're doing a lot of Doors. My favorite band is Yes. They have done a lot of Yes reactions. Love their Yes reactions. And it's really great. Through these music reaction channels, I've actually made a couple friends. There's one lady that I've talked to on the phone. She's a big Yes fan. She introduced me to some music. I introduced her to some music. We're Facebook friends now. It's very cool. It's a very cool community. I have talked with Nick and Lex. I did send them a couple things. I sent them my books. But I don't have the connection with them that I wish I had. They have done live streams before. They haven't done a live stream in a while. And the last time they did, we connected pretty good. And I was hoping it would develop. But they have over 100,000 subscribers. They can't devote enough time to people. I'd love to be able to sit in with them and do a reaction with them. I've never done music reactions. I don't even do any editing on my videos. I have no special effects. I don't know how these people do this stuff. They said, oh, you just buy this program. It's real easy. But I'm not good at it. I need someone to sit with me and do it with me and show me how to do it. So if there's anyone in Chicago who'd like to do that, I'm more than willing to make videos with editing and special effects and, things like the Dungeon Minister does. His stuff is a ball to watch. Just amazing stuff. But Nick and Lex are great. Now, there are some other music reaction channels that I have to recommend to you. All right, here is Just JP. He just went over 40,000 subscribers. He is a wonderful guy. I have talked to him. My brother was in a band in the 80s, and they made some recordings, and he put them on YouTube. And I talked with Justin. I said, would you be willing to listen to these if I sent them to you? He said, sure. So I sent them to him, three songs. They have about 6 or 7 on YouTube. And he liked all 3 of them. He said one of them, he described it as the perfect song. I will try to remember to put that song in the description if you'd like to listen to it. Now, he didn't react to any of them, sadly, unfortunately. But Justin has a very good channel. This man is excellent at describing the music. He will be honest. If he doesn't like it, he's going to tell you he doesn't like it. And he listens to anything and everything. But most of the stuff he listens to, or some of the things he listens to on his own time, he does not react to. I don't think he reacts to anything that's rap, country. He's into some metal stuff that I'm not interested in all. Mostly the stuff he reacts to here is popular rock, progressive, more mainstream music. The Beatles, he's doing things on his Patreon with the Beatles and Zeppelin, which he'll do an edited version here because it'll be blocked. He can't post it here for some reason. Like for instance, he just reacted to Yes Lightning Strikes, and he didn't like it, and that's fine. You don't have to like everything. It's no big deal. I can see why he didn't like it, but anyway, let me show you that one song. Well, unfortunately, I don't know why, but the video is no longer on YouTube. Possibly my brother took it down for some reason. It's his video. It's his channel. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to have to find out. Or maybe he's posted it somewhere else and he removed it. I'm going to have to look into it. All right. This is one of the most popular movie reaction channels. I love this channel, partly because Cassie is gorgeous, as you can see. She's a very beautiful woman. She's married. She used to live in Canada. She has kids. I think she's in the States now. I'm not sure where she is. But this channel, if you like movie reaction channels, you should check this out. And they did meet Tom Cruise. That was very exciting. There's her younger sister, Carly. Sometimes her and Carly watch a video together. Here they just watched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. They're just fun. They're really, really good people. Every year, Cassie and Carly do this thing called the Poppies, which is their annual award show because it's popcorn in bed, so the Poppies, and it's fun. It's just fun, and people vote and do all kinds of things. I've actually voted a couple times, but she's watched tons of stuff, as you can see. If I just click on her, let me just go to videos here so you can see what she's currently watching. Let me slide this over. This is what she's recently been watching. And she does things fairly regularly here, and she's done a lot of Star Trek. Unfortunately, she didn't watch all the Star Trek, but she did watch like 4 episodes a season, and her reactions are phenomenal, which is why she's so popular. It's not just that she's very good looking, and that her sister is very good looking. It's also because she's really good at what she does. But let me show you a couple other movie reaction channels that I really, really look forward to. Okay, this is Jen Murray. She's almost at 100,000 subscribers. One of the great things that Jen does, and I love her look, by the way. I just love the whole look of her. I think she's a really cool girl. She watches every Star Trek episode in date order when it was released order. She started with the original series. She's now on season 6 right here of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and because Deep Space Nine started, she's doing it in release order. So now she watched 2 episodes every Sunday. We look forward every Sunday to The Next Generation, and we spell generation with a J because it's Jen Murray, so it's TNJ now. And now she was watching 2 episodes every Sunday. Now she watches 1 and the Deep Space Nine. And I assume she's just going to keep going through everything. She's watched the movies. Now she's also been watching old sci-fi movies like this one right here, The Day the Earth Stood Still. I remember that weird movie. Interesting movie, though. Some people love it. But she does a lot of stuff. She watches Seinfeld. I'm not into Seinfeld. I've watched some episodes. Some of them I like. Can't really get into it. But she's watched a lot of stuff. She's an excellent movie reactor. She was on, the great thing that Popcorn in Bed does, when she does her annual Poppies, she includes other YouTube channels. She's such a good person that she promotes other YouTube channels. And Jen was on because they had a Star Trek thing. And she chose Jen Murray to introduce the Star Trek nominees for who would win. And it was really, really good. I've recently gotten into this beautiful woman, Hold Down A. Love her channel. Great reactions. She was featured in the Poppies too, the last Poppies. Now I've done other movie reaction channels in the past, and I was really into them a lot. Ashley, I forget her name, Ashley Burton or something like that, and Natalie Gold. I used to watch a lot of hers. I haven't watched them as much lately because I don't do this as much as I used to. I don't watch as often as I used to, but I still watch. And so I'm just going to recommend these channels. If you like movie reactions, check out Hold Down A. I don't know why she came up with that name. I don't really care for that name. It doesn't work. Popcorn in Bed works because she would eat popcorn in her bed while she'd watch the movie. It just made sense. But as far as reactions go, this girl's great. This girl's really worth checking out. At least check it out and see what you think. All right, I'm going to go back to a music reaction channel. This is Rosalie Elliott. 243,000 subscribers now. Her channel is growing fast. Really like this girl. I've talked to her. I told her that I have sisterly love for her, which she really liked that I felt that for her. And I do. I was very sincere about that. I didn't just say that to try to impress her. I really felt like if I had a sister, it would be someone like her. And part of the reason that happened to me, my feelings for this woman, are because of an interview she did, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay, for those of you who do not know Ren, this is Ren. Rosalie meets Ren. Therapist reacts to Ren. Hi, Ren. This video, Hi, Ren, is basically why Ren is really, really popular. Before he made this video, he was popular, but now he's really popular. That video basically is what blew up his channel, and lots of people have interviewed him, including Rosalie. And this interview and one other interview, because of something he said in the interview, inspired me to write my second book. After writing my first book, I was very, very satisfied that I had achieved that I finished a book I had it on Amazon. Went through a lot of missteps with it. Really messed it up and had to fix it. It took a couple months before I finally got where I was satisfied with it. But then it just sat on Amazon, because that's what happens when you self-publish on Amazon. It just sits there. Why would it sell? You have to promote it. I tried. My promoting it amounted to little to nothing. So this guy's channel blows up, and I'm loving listening to Ren. I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed this man. I'm like, well, I don't know what it is about him, but there's something about this guy. And it was really amazing. And he said something in the interview, and I was really out of it. I wanted to write, I wanted my books to be a 5-book series. The first book I wrote was supposed to be book 1 of 5. A year went by, and I wasn't writing. I had written like the first chapter of book 2, maybe a little of chapter 2, and I stopped. And over a year went by, and I was watching this video, and he says something in the video, and he says the same thing basically in another video, and I was watching it, and all of a sudden there was a shift in my brain, and I wanted to start writing book 2. And it took me 4 to 6 months to write my second book. I published it. I was so happy, and then it got literally less attention than the first book, and I went right back into being frustrated. Like, what do I got to do to get this to happen? Yet I wrote it after going a year without writing anything. And just a simple little thing that caused a shift in my brain, and I knew I was going to finish it. And I did. And I just need that same thing to happen, and I'll write books 3, 4, and 5. I just need the right thing to happen, and I'm waiting for it. But let me see if there's something I might want to show you the intro here. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it and see if it's worth showing you. All right. I just want you to hear a little bit of Rosalie and Ren. I think it's very interesting what she says here. I'm just going to play a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Ren, my brother from another mother. You don't even know. I am so honored that you're here. Welcome.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Nice.
I'm so humbled. I know you've done a few interviews lately. I know you're a busy man, so thank you so much for taking the time. I won't keep you too long. I know you.
That's cool. No, I'm fine to chat. This is my social life at the moment. I'm just like in clinic and I'm in Calgary, so it's fine. I enjoy it.
So I just wanted you to hear that, the sincerity and the authenticness of that man. Let me show you Ren's channel. And of Rosalie. You can see she was very excited to meet him and to interview him. So his channel's blown up. 2.15 million subscribers. Okay. This man is a rapper, okay? And I do not like rap. But I can listen to this guy all day long. I have listened to many of his videos, and his most popular one, at 52 million views now, is this. Just listen to that. That's the first time, this is my first experience with Ren, was Hi Ren. And, I didn't show you this. Back to my channel for a moment. I said in one of the videos, and now I'm already up to 779 subscribers. Unbelievable. It was funny because it was 778 and someone unsubscribed and it went down to 777, and now it's at 779. Anyway, I said in one of my videos, go check out my most popular video. You won't believe what it is. Because this video that got all these subscribers is this one right here at 14,000 views right now. It's crazy what happened here. But that's not my most popular. My most popular is this. 45,000. Did you notice this in the Hi Ren video? And my second most popular video was my thoughts about Hi Ren. That got 8.5 thousand. That was from 2 years ago. Prior to that, my most popular video was this Wyvern video I made with 787 views. My channel's tiny. I don't do anything much. I did a little tribute to Tina Turner that got 550 views. I was shocked. I was like, really? People are clicking on that? Oh, okay. All right. Here's the first video of my narration of my book, my narration of my book, Forestera's Fate. And I'm very, very happy with that narration. Got a lot of good comments on that video. A lot of people really liked it. But let me go back to Ren. So Ren is just a phenomenal artist. If you get the chance, Google what Sinead O'Connor said about this song right here. I don't know. I hesitate to call it a song. It's a piece of art is what it is. But the other ones are very popular. This is Money Game. This is part 2. Ren and Sam singing. This is 13 million views. This is Violet's Tale. The Violet's Tale thing is interesting. That's a 3-part tale. You really should listen to the whole thing. I think it's on here too. Him singing with this girl Chinchilla is phenomenal. This is Money Game part 3. That's the Jenny's tale, but that's the first part. Here is the whole tale of Jenny and Screech. But don't click on Violet's Tale or Jenny's Tale. Click on the Tale of Jenny and Screech official music video. This is the 3-part, 13-minute tale. It will blow your mind when you listen to that. The fact that that only has 8.7 million views is sad. That should have at least 20 million views. He did his own version of Bittersweet Symphony. The people who did the original, I think, loved this or gave him permission to do it because they were so impressed with him. Here's another Money Game. He's on a bunch of Money Game stuff. And that reminds me, we're going to go to this other music reactor next in light of what I've just shown you here with Ren and Rosalie Reacts. Oh, and Rosalie's done a lot of Rush videos for you Rush fans out there. She loves Rush. I'm trying to get her to listen to Yes. I've told her multiple times, you need to hear Close to the Edge. If you haven't heard Close to the Edge by Yes, and you like rock music, it's about 18 minutes long, 17, 18 minutes long. It's a long piece, but she should do it. But now I'm going to show you another reaction channel that has over 1 million subscribers, and you probably already know what it is if you're familiar with this stuff. Now channels like this don't care that I'm promoting them, okay? And I'm not promoting her to help her. This is Elizabeth, another beautiful woman, very cool looking woman. She has a lot of cool pictures in her community posts. If you click on post, I don't know what's there right now, but oh yeah, she's just given birth. So this is her husband and their baby. So she does a lot of cool videos. She has a video of her in a bathtub filled with M&Ms. That was a great pick. But she is a professional opera singer who started this channel and it just blew up. And she eventually did an interview with John Anderson of Yes, but she also, let me call it up. She also interviewed Ren, because when she listened to Hi Ren, 2.1 million views, she was in tears. Ren has me in tears. And she says that in the video. She's since listened to the one with Chinchilla, Chalk Outlines, The Tale of Jenny and Screech, Ren Fest, Vocal Analysis of Money Game, Murder, and then to her interview. She's done even more than that. Her interview is 2.5 hours long. Her interviews are incredible. Her interview with John Anderson of Yes is incredible. That's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half. It's wonderful. He really likes her. Oh, there he is talking to her. Hold on, I'll show that again. There he is talking to her. They're just going to show it a little bit. Okay. You could tell he liked her. Now, he's married. He doesn't like her like that. But he liked talking to her. He said, I hope you come, because she wanted to come see them. He's playing with the Band Geeks. That's his band now. He's no longer with Yes. And she said it's all going to come down to where she's at in her pregnancy. I don't know if she got to see him live. But here she is listening to John Anderson right here with the Band Geeks. But she hasn't done nearly as much Yes as I want her to. I've told her to watch, to react to Close to the Edge, but I'm not a patron member. I'm a nobody to her. She has lots of people on her Patreon who probably have lots of influence as to what she reacts to and what she doesn't. But she is very good. Now, she really overdoes a lot of her reactions. She'll go back over the song multiple times, and she'll turn a 5-minute song into a 20 to 30-minute video, kind of like me, but because she likes to talk. But she is great, and her interviews are oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. All right, let's do something else here. Let's go back to a small channel, Mage's Musings, 1,670. When I was close to 500 subscribers. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. From 3 weeks ago, One of my subscribers, Lightmane, is about to cross the 500 sub mark on his own D&D and RPG related show. Why not check him out and help push him over the threshold? I got about 12 subscribers that day, thanks to him. Went over the 500 mark and reached out to him and said thanks. And I've promoted him before. He has a really, really nice channel. Now, he uses this puppet, this picture right here. He also has this funny little guy that he uses. He's very lighthearted. He plays D&D, and he uses paper cutouts for figures. Let me see if I can show them to you. Okay, so this is what he uses instead of miniature figures. He uses these cutouts, and they're really cute. And he's, I'll just play a little bit so you can hear what it sounds like.
Explore the entrance to Quesqueton and sets about recruiting retainers. Starla meets leveled retainer William, who requests 25% of the spoils due to his scholarly and mystical training. Starla...
There, I just wanted to play a little of it just so you could get a gist of what he's doing. And it's very fun to watch. I'm really enjoying it. He's done different ones. He's doing the Night Below now. He's also done the Keep on the Borderlands. If you're a D&D fan, you know what that is. And that's session 40. So there are 40 sessions of the Keep on the Borderlands. I have not watched all of them. That's a crazy thing. Oh, and Clericon, this thing Clericon, that's from the Dungeon Minister. The Dungeon Minister puts on his own gaming convention called Clericon. And of course, the Dungeon Minister lives in Canada. And I am not going to go that far to go to a gaming convention, but people have done it. People have driven very far to attend his thing. And his third one, I think, is coming up this fall. And I wish I could go because it would be great to meet him, let alone his wife and kids, let alone Mage's Musings and whoever else shows up. I would love to meet all these people and play D&D with them, but I'm very rusty at playing D&D. But I wrote a D&D novel, so, you know, we'll see. Maybe at some point. But Mage's Musings is a fun channel. If you're looking for old school D&D, basic D&D, first edition D&D, this is a first edition campaign right here. You really realize after you listen to these things, that stuff just doesn't matter. D&D is D&D, except for, I take exception with Wizards of the Coast D&D. But even that's D&D. It's just D&D played differently. That's all. But the differences between basic and advanced is just, it's cosmetic as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, enough about that. Let me see if there's some other channels that I would like to show all of you. Ah, yes, Races and Fun. 287,000 subscribers. Why do they have so many subscribers? Well, if you saw my video, not many of you clicked on it, I decided I'm going to make a video of us watching. We watch these races. Day 19, day 20, the finals. We just watched those. And we compete. There's 3 of us. Me and my 2 friends, John and George. There's a video of us playing pool at George's house. And then we do this, try to do this every now and then. And we've been watching these for a long time. They have tons and tons of races. All different tracks. I don't care for the drag race, this thing. It's okay, but it's just the same. It's always the same result. There's never any variance with drag racing. Well, there's a little variance, very little variance. But these races are really, really cool. They have a lot of cool tracks. And I just made a video of us, and because we compete against each other, we pick cars and we do points, and it was just fun. I just did it for the heck of it. Thought I'd just check it out. So if you like things like that, Races and Fun is what you're looking for. All right, thought I'd just show you a little bit of what Races and Fun is like. So here are 4 cars competing. I'll just show a little bit, and here's the track. Every track is different. So this is done. There's going to be a new track next time. I can't wait to see it, because lately their tracks have been very similar. It's back and forth like this, and they need to change it. They've gotten all kinds of different tracks. All right, enough of that. All right, I forgot about this girl. Aria C, 22,000 subscribers. She's mostly a movie reaction channel, but she decided to watch Faulty Towers. And oh my God, if you are a fan of Faulty Towers, you want to watch these reactions. This girl is dying of laughter. She's cracking up. She watched all the episodes. Now she's watching Blackadder. I haven't watched any of her reactions to Blackadder yet. Here it is right here. I have not watched these. I guess she just got into Star Wars. Yeah, I guess it was the first time watching Star Wars. So I might watch some of those. But I enjoy her channel. And again, she's a good-looking girl, which only helps. You know, it just does. It's just reality. All right, let me see if there's another channel I want to show you. Okay, here's another big channel. Well, pretty big channel. They've gone over 200,000 subscribers. I thought these two were a couple. You can't really see the couple here. Let me click on something where you can see them. So here they are after watching a video. Actually, if I can go back to where they are watching a video, their video looks like this. So because they're each in their own place, and they somehow do this. They somehow link this together, and they will watch together. And I just assumed they were a couple, but they're not. They're just friends. And this is, I think, their full-time job. And at the end of the video, they just sit and, let me get over to it, and now there's just like a split screen. This girl, I forget their names, she did a collaboration with Popcorn in Bed. They watched a movie together, Hachi, I think was the movie. And that was fun. The fact that they did a collab together was really nice. It's neat to see people hook up like that. And again, let's stand in solidarity with each other instead of trying to hurt other channels. Let's promote other channels. Why are we trying to compete in a bad way? Let's compete in a good way. Let's have fun competing with each other. You know, I'm going to beat you to whatever, numbers you're trying to get to. All in good fun. That's what we should be doing. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else. But Cinebinge, I didn't say that. Cinebinge is a really nice channel. They've got, they're a lot of fun together. I like their reactions. Their reactions are very, very good. I love their thumbnails because they make themselves look like the people in the movie, as you can see. This is all them making these things. They've done Star Trek. They've done lots of Star Trek stuff. So it's very, very cool. It's very cool. Oh, I have to mention Jim Newstead. I think he's added Adventures in Music. Jim has done a ton of yes reactions. Let me just type in yes. Jim does a very interesting thing on his channel, and he and I are Facebook friends. So here's all his yes reactions. He does this thing. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay.
Let's go.
Here's what he does. And no one knows quite how he does this.
Quick time's ready.
He plays the record on his record player and then is able to react to this.
So that's going.
Now this is from 4 years ago when he was listening to Close to the Edge by Yes.
Recording?
But he gets this all to work, and
Close to the edge. 3, 2.
it's very, very cool. It's very cool how he does this. He will listen to the music, and it's just amazing how he does this. So let me go back to the to his main page. And he's interviewed people. He actually did an interview with not just this guy here, but with Nick and Lex, and the couple that I showed you. There were 4 of them all together. And I don't know if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Okay, there we go. The Reactors Assemble. So this was from 2 years ago. I guess they're having a hard time making this happen again, but you can see they just put all four channels together, and they talk for about almost an hour, and then they did it again for almost an hour. And great stuff. So I highly recommend this stuff. I wish they would do this again. I don't know what's happened, but I guess people just get too busy, and that's unfortunate. But Jim's got a really neat channel. Really, really nice guy. I think he lives in Canada too, or the UK. Is he in the UK? Maybe he's in the UK. I don't remember. Well, speaking of music reaction channels, I got to mention Andy and Alex. Andy and Alex, they're pretty big now, 172,000. They've got quite a channel. They've done a lot of Yes reactions. Yes isn't like they hadn't done Yes in a long time. They finally just did another one, but they have a very cool channel, and I highly recommend them. What is their most popular video? Oh yeah, of course, Boston, More Than a Feeling, and Rush, The Spirit of Radio. Those are their huge. This one, 25 or 6 to 4, Won't Get Fooled Again. So those are all their big, most popular reactions. I'm just going to show you the other ones that are the most popular. I assume Close to the Edge is down here somewhere, but it's further down than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's hard. It's not as popular as the other stuff. Yeah, it doesn't even make it. Doesn't even make the list. Shows you. But there they are, 189,000. So it's still a lot of views, but that's their old studio. This was what the studio they had. The studio got destroyed in the, they're down in Florida. The hurricane or whatever it was just ripped the studio to shreds. So now they're just sitting like, let me do this. They're just sitting here now. So they're going to make it work. Hopefully they're going to rebuild their studio and get that back. But really good reaction. They rank the music when they listen to it, and sometimes they disagree. So it's a very good channel. Okay, back to card games. If you are a fan of Magic the Gathering and you have not seen Mono Black Magic, you need to watch Mono Black Magic. Trust me on this one. I'm not going to click on anything. I'm just going to let you look at the pics. If you like watching people play Magic the Gathering on YouTube, you ain't seen nothing like this guy. You haven't seen anything. I guarantee you've never seen any decks that are broken like this guy's deck. Do you see the number? Do you see the number right here? Do you see that? That's his life total. Okay? You've never seen anything like this. This guy breaks the format so many times, and it's all lighthearted silliness. He is fun. He's amazing. It's just phenomenal. It's such a great channel. His personality is infectious. I can't say enough about him. He's just phenomenal. Okay, last channel I'd like to talk about. I only know of this channel because this girl commented on my video about manifesting. And I said, wait, you have a channel. I said, I've never had anybody who has a channel like this comment on my videos. Not like this anyway. And I've subscribed to her. She's subscribed to me. I actually have had someone else, the channel's called Timeless Knowledge. They commented too, and they were really nice. But this girl is really interesting. I like her channel. I like the name, the Simulation Frequency, first of all. I like the way her channel looks. Yeah, she's also good looking too. But she's interesting. She's interesting to listen to. She's not here claiming to have some secret thing, but she's claiming that, she believes this is a dream or simulation. And she does feel that she has tapped into something, and she's sharing, and she's not, I like her approach. That's what I want to say. We've chatted. I'm hoping to chat with her more. I'd like to get to know her as a person, because that's just how I am. When I get to know somebody, I want to get to know them. So I'm recommending that you give her a chance. My name is Chrissy. I haven't talked to her on a first name basis yet, but it's very interesting. This Conspiracies Are Clues, Hacking the Sim from the Inside. Very neat. Life is a Dream. They argue about manifestation, but it's all just a dream. That is, there is something to that. The sim is a dreamscape. Wake up. It's a simulation, baby. Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people think that this is all a simulation or a dream. Neville said, you're the dreamer, and you need to wake up. And that's what this is all, why we're here. We are here having this dream, and once you wake up, then you can control the dream, so-called, Well, it's a lot harder than you realize it, because either it's going to happen and then you can control the dream, which Neville claimed he could do, or you're just going to be struggling trying to control the dream, but you haven't really woken up, so how are you going to control the dream? Because when I'm dreaming at night, the moment I realize I'm dreaming, I wake up. I want to have a lucid dream. I've never been able to do it. I've watched a couple different videos saying, here's how to have a lucid dream. And it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. I would give anything to have a lucid dream. Because if you're having a lucid dream, that means you know you're dreaming and you didn't wake up. Well, now you can do anything you want in the dream. You're dreaming. You can do anything. Literally, you're God. At that moment, you would be God. Think about that. And so then these people say, oh, I've done all these wonderful things with lucid dreams. It's like, I can only imagine all the things I would do if I could control my dream. I've had dreams where I've fallen, and right before I hit the ground, I'd wake up. I haven't had one of those in a long time. But you wake up and you're like, whoa, you swear you were falling to your death. It's crazy stuff. But I've had weird dreams. And lately, for the last year, I want to say, I wake up multiple times in the night. And I hate it because I want to sleep through the night. But I'm constantly waking up. And it's so hard to get back to sleep. And a lot of times when you go back to sleep, you go right back to dreaming the very thing you were dreaming. I'm like, what's that all about? Why does this dream keep... It's like, I don't want this dream. This dream is weird. I'm having these like weird dreams and I don't like them. They're not like horrible. They're just weird. And I'm like, could we change the dream, please? And I can't get back to sleep. And it's just, it's so frustrating. But this is an interesting channel. Interesting girl. And I think it's worth checking her out. So that's it. Let me go back to my channel. Let's see if we've picked up another one. 779. Okay, no. Doesn't matter. Look, I'm still stunned that I have all these subscribers. Honestly, if I go over 1,000 at some point, am I really going to start making money with YouTube videos? I don't know. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm all for, whatever little, if I can make an extra $50 a week, that's a good thing. It's nothing wrong with that. But I didn't start making YouTube videos to try to make money because that was not even in my, my thoughts. You need 1,000 subscribers. Okay, no, I just went on here and made piano videos, me playing the piano. I didn't even show you that. Here's my oldest. Just click on oldest. See, it's all I did was piano improvisations. And this was a piano at someone's home. And she said when I'm here, I walked her dogs, and sometimes I would dog sit for her. And she said, oh yeah, you use my piano all you want. And the dogs are sometimes in this video, they'll bark in a couple of them. And all these videos I made were simply when I was there at her place. And sometimes I would walk her dogs and I would have some time and I would just make some videos of me playing the piano. And I'm just messing around. I'm not a great piano player. If I can play the white keys or the black keys, I can play okay. I can just like improvise. But if I have to play in the key of D or the key of G, I can't do it. I mean, I can study and learn. I used to take piano lessons. I studied piano for 2 years. I studied voice for 1 year. So here's the next thing I started to do was make some videos of me singing. And this video got some nice, just a few comments, nothing much. I only got 41 views. But people liked the way I sounded, and I did too. I thought I sounded pretty good on that one, and I sound pretty good on some of these other ones. But as you get further down, I'm not all that good on some of them. But and that's how I looked when I was young. See, I actually had a pretty nice body when I was a young man. Anyway, yeah, and we went fishing. My parents and I went fishing for northern pike and muskie. That's just a picture from from us fishing on the lake. But these are all, and here's a picture of one of my dad's pieces of art. I told you about my father's art. I should show you guys that. Here's some of his art, folks. You want to have your mind blown? This is art that my dad painted. This piece right here is about 4 feet long. This one is like 4 or 5 feet. Just phenomenal stuff. Let me show you some of my father's art. You guys need to see this. All right, instead of showing them, I'm just gonna show you the 2 videos that I made about my dad's art. Those 2 right there. So these are from 2 years ago, but if you can see the title, you can just type it in. But that's my dad, Tristan Meineke. That's a picture of him as a young man. This is my favorite painting of his. It's about, I forget how big that thing is. There's 3 layers to it. So there's this front layer, that middle layer inside, and then the back. 5 feet by 4 or something like that. I forget. It's a huge painting. I have no clue how he did it. He told me how he did it, and I still don't understand. It's unreal. But amazing stuff. I think I did a video about my mom. Let me double check. Yes, I did. There is the video about my mom. Yes, that is a picture of my mom when she was in television. That was her, whatever they call that, the picture you do. You get pictures taken. So yeah, I used to blow people's minds. I would show that picture to people, and they couldn't believe that was my mom. So that was from 2 years ago as well. So there you go. I think I'm done sharing. There's probably some channels that I've missed that I'd like to share with you guys. Hope you, you click on the ones you're interested in. You don't have to click on all of them. But I don't need to tell you what to do. It's so silly to try to control people. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. I do enjoy making videos. I do enjoy talking to people. I wish we could all meet somewhere. To be honest with you, if I could do it, I would set up a big place and say, I'm doing a get together here. I'm going to put it out like 3 months in advance, and we're all going to come there and just have a ball. Spend the whole day together hanging out and getting to know each other. There'll be food, and I will absolutely do that if I'm ever able to, because it would be great to meet people from wherever you come from. Because we're all people. And the more we can get along together, that's what I needed to show you. Geez, how did I forget this? Hold on, one more I got to show you. In my opinion, this man is going to change the world. I hope I'm right about that. Now, 2.95 million subscribers, so he's growing like crazy. And I guess he just turned 66 years old. And he takes ice baths, and he goes into the cold. This man never gets sick, ever. Hundreds of millions of people do what he does. I do it. It's free. He has a course that he sells, but I've never bought it. He's even offered it at 50% off. I almost bought it at 50% off, but nah, I don't need it. It's deep breathing and cold therapy. I take cold showers. I try to take them every morning. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm lazy. But let me show you a couple videos that if you are interested in this man, Wim Hof, let me show you a couple videos that you should watch. Okay, here's a playlist of testimonials about the Wim Hof method, and I'm not surprised at all that this man is the first one they show. This is the best one. In 8 months, I was completely symptom-free. Man's had a complete drastic revolution. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. His life was drastically changed thanks to the Wim Hof method. Phenomenal video. I can't recommend you watch this enough. There's a lot of good ones in here. A lot of good testimonials. There is a guy, I don't know if I'll see it here, says he had stage 4 irreversible cancer, continued to practice the Wim Hof method, and was cured. I don't see it on here. He's talking with Wim. It's somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Well, here's one. Does the Wim Hof method affect cancer treatment? So there's that one. There's one about Lyme disease in here. Can the Wim Hof method help with MS? Women doing the Wim Hof method. The physical therapist couldn't help me. Wim did. Lyme disease. Okay. This is crazy. Here's people taking an ice bath for the first time. Conquering Crohn's disease. Inspiring story of a 7-year-old with a heart condition. There are so many. It's crazy. Now, the one with stage 4 irreversible cancer isn't here. Let me see if it's here. And there it is. Becoming cancer-free using the Wim Hof method. Incurable cancer. And there he is talking with Wim. And he tells a story, and Wim's excited when he heard it. So, stage 4 irreversible cancer. Now, I don't know why he would make that up. I'm assuming it's true. You can watch the video and decide for yourself. Okay? Let me show you the other ones. This is what I use every morning. Well, not every morning. I should do it every morning, but sometimes I wake up and I'm lazy. And I just say, I don't want to do it. Now, the video is 31 minutes long. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. This is him teaching Russell Brand how to do it. He's met with lots of celebrities. And this was before Russell went through his Christian transformation. He's now a Christian, which is fine. It doesn't bother me one bit. Although I question what he's believing and why he's believing it. I was brought up in the Christian faith. I am not anti-Christian at all. I just think born-again Christianity with their teachings of eternal hell is hilarious because it's not, in my opinion, what the Bible teaches. But regardless, 6 rounds of breathing. I only do 3. I've done 4. I've done 5. I've never yet done 6. He walks Russell through it and teaches you how to do it. The thing about this is when you try this, when you are holding your breath, don't worry how long you can hold your breath. When you need to breathe, you take in a deep breath and hold it for 15 seconds. If you can hold it as long as he does, I'm going to show you what happens here. I'm not worried about the length of this video. Doesn't matter to me. All right, let me just show you a little bit here at the beginning.
There we go. Are you relaxed? Ask yourself, are you relaxed? So, anybody, relax. Because a relaxed body is able to take on oxygen in the tissue.
This is what I listen to in the morning, and I do this. I'm lying in bed. I'm lying in bed when I do this. You can do it sitting up, like he's about to. This is so good for your body. I'm going to show you one more video. I won't play it, but I'm going to show you the video to watch where he talks about what this does for you.
You are relaxed. Let it go. Let it go. Even in your thoughts. Let it go.
Skip ahead.
Simply in. You don't need to see me. You have a belly, you have a chest, and move it. Fully in means belly out, then the chest, and then
now
let it go.
Now he's just got him breathing.
Fully in.
Okay.
Let it go.
So now we're gonna come to the end of the 30 breaths.
After 3 breaths.
30 breaths.
Fully in. Let it go. Fully in.
This is 29, and this is 30th breath.
Go. Here comes the last one. Fully in, and let it go.
And after exhaling, you stop. You just relax.
Witness. Animals do not do this. This is consciousness.
Now this goes on for about
this consciousness will
right there.
Fully in. Hold.
So now he's going to hold for 15 seconds. And that is 1 round of breathing. If you only held your breath for 40 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever it is, when you need to breathe, you breathe. You can pause this. If you can hold it longer, I've gotten to where I can hold it longer than what it is right here. They're doing 75 seconds, so 1:10. And then the next round is 90 seconds. And then the next round is 120 seconds, 2 minutes. Sometimes I can't get to 2 minutes. Sometimes I've gone longer than 2 minutes, holding my breath. And this is after you exhale. Don't hold your breath in the inhale. At the end, he's going to breathe in here, and now he's got air in his lungs, and he's going to hold. I want you to see what he does here.
Breathe fully in and hold. 2, 1.
75
fully
seconds.
In. Hold.
Now you hold.
Squeeze it to your head. It's nice. It's bringing blood flow to the parts of the brain normally deprived of blood flow. 5.
And then you let it go.
3, 2, 1. Let it go.
You just exhale.
There
And
we go.
then he starts out with round 2, round 3, and he's going to do 6 rounds. Now, he didn't do all 6 with Russell. This has been edited and made into a 6-round video of taking the breath. After this, I take a cold shower in the morning. It took me about a week before my body adjusted to the cold water. In the beginning, I really couldn't handle the cold water, but every day I made it a little colder, a little colder. Now I can start with all cold water. The other video I want to show you is this guy. Here he is again. Unleash the Power of the Mind, Wim Hof Method Workshop. This is an hour-long video. I'm not going to play any of it. I just watched it yesterday. Loved it. He takes them through breathing at the end. This is a live thing he's doing. Great stuff. And I forgot there is another small channel that I wanted to promote. I also wanted to show you one more Wim Hof video. 9 years ago, Vice did a documentary on Wim Hof, the superhuman world of Wim Hof. 40-minute video. This was one of the first videos I watched by him. I was so inspired by this, so blown away at what I saw that I had to try doing it. And I've been doing it ever since, and it's really, really made my health so much better. I rarely get sick. I'm not 100%. I have gotten sick a few times here and there, but way less than I used to. And it's just great. This is the last channel I'm going to show you. 40 subscribers, okay? This man, right here, the guy up here in the top left corner, right there, is, here he is right here. He listened to my first book, my narration, left a comment on almost every chapter. He has both copies of the book. He interviewed me. They interviewed me. He's been doing these interviews. He interviewed the Dungeon Minister too. I don't think I can find, mine's right there. So here he is interviewing me. And I know he just recently interviewed the Dungeon Minister too. Let me just see if I can see it. I might not be able to see it, but I can scroll down. And it's really nice that he takes the time to do this, and he likes getting to know people and meet people. Let me just look it up. Okay, there he is interviewing the Dungeon Minister. It only has 75 views. The interesting thing about the Dungeon Minister, that's the guy I showed you before, the Anglican priest, he used to be an atheist. And he talks about that in this video. So this is a 50-minute video. You might enjoy listening to that, and you might enjoy listening to my interview. That's one of the characters in my book. I have color illustrations in my one book, and black and white illustrations too, for those who don't want to pay for the color, because you got to pay more for a color illustration. But I'm so glad I found this girl on Facebook who does illustrations, and she was very reasonable in pricing, and I could afford it. And now I've got my book with color illustrations in it, and I'm just really happy about it. But this is a very nice guy. He plays this game called Fate, which is like D&D. It's similar to D&D. So he calls himself Fate Master Cesium. And Rob is his name. And he also does like the Dungeon Minister does. He modeled his channel after the Dungeon Minister. He tells the story of their gaming sessions. But now he's gotten into his there's a couple other things he's done with these other people that he'll have on, and they'll interview us. Like here he is interviewing someone. There's 4 people right over here. So I recommend you check this out. Fate is an interesting game, and I think it's worth your time to take a look at it. If nothing else, you want to listen to me, right? You want to hear me because I'm an incredible human being. That's all sarcasm, folks, if you didn't catch that. The Dungeon Minister, though, I do recommend you check out The Dungeon Minister. All right, that's it. This is the video that I decided to make. I wasn't going to make a video today. I said, well, I don't need to make a video. I don't need to make a video every day. I don't even know if I'm going to make any more videos at all on this stuff because what else do I want to say? I mean, I told the story about my fishing miracle as a child. I literally manifested a miracle right away. It happened right away, and almost nobody's clicked on it. So that's that's okay. I understand, but it's right here. I'm gonna try to show you anyway. There it is. My fishing, and I just added the word manifesting. Maybe that'll get more views. My fishing story manifesting miracle, or was it just a coincidence? Happened right away. And then one more time in my life, and I mention it, but I didn't tell the story yet. Maybe I'll make a video about it. As an adult, when I was married, I also manifested something immediately. I said, this is going to happen, just watch. And it happened. And my wife said to me, see, you don't even know the power that you have. I haven't said what I haven't made that video, but that video has to do with fish too, which I found interesting. Like the 2 times in my life when this happened. And I just picked that picture because I got it on Google. So it's just me talking on camera again. Just talking, just like before. And here's our pool game. If you like to watch pool, 2 hours and 20 minutes of us shooting pool. And there's my latest piano improvisation. And there's our racing tournament that I did. And it's just, I'm just making videos for fun. I'm not doing this to make money. And if I do start making money, I still don't think I'm going to change all that much. I don't think there's anything to change. I do what I like. I make videos because I like making videos. I like meeting people. I like talking to people. I like getting to know people. I like hanging out. Like when we go to George's place here and we shoot pool. This is fun. I enjoy doing it. I grew up with a pool table. So I'm the best pool player here, even though George has a pool table. I grew up with a pool table. So I'm pretty good at pool. Not as good as I used to be, but I used to be pretty darn good at pool. And I just used this picture because I thought, okay, maybe this will make all you people click on these other videos. But nope, 162 views. I mean, look at this. 14,000 views, right? So I made another video, 364, 347. I'm like, okay, let's try again. Here, I'll put myself on the picture. Here I am. There's my cat, 437. Okay. This is what I expected this video to do. I thought this video was going to do maybe 1 to 200 views. And it did all of that. And then we're right back to my normal stuff, which is fine. I'm not mad. I'm confused. Why did this get 14,000? But then again, I was shocked when this happened with Ren. I was shocked at this, 8,500, 45,000 views. And it's funny because I noticed something in the video and I hadn't heard anyone talk about it. Rosalie, either she saw my video, which is very possible, Rosalie, which is fine, or she noticed it too. Because later she went back and was watching it, and she goes, oh my God, I just noticed something. And it was literally the thing I'm talking about. And I'm like, now, did you just notice that, or did you watch my video? I don't know. And I don't care. I have no problem if she saw my video and decided she was going to say, oh my God, I just noticed this. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me one bit. I don't mind. And I don't mind if she didn't see my video. And if she really did just notice this thing about the video. But I found it great. And why that got 45,000 views, I have no clue. No clue at all. And I did make some other stuff with Ren. Here, I'll show you. Why not? So here I am singing part of High Ren. My top 10 performances by Ren, that got 9 views. Have you heard of this artist called Ren? 8, nobody clicked on it. My non-reaction reaction to girls, that's a song by Ren. I love this song. It has very few views. And I did another one about it, 57 views. I did an a cappella of Jenny's Tale, 131 views. Hey, I did another one here. This one got 478 views. And then this is my favorite. I did a piano improvisation. This is total improv on my part while playing the last part of Suicide. But, oh, you can't say that word on YouTube. Uh-oh, I might get in trouble. So it was kind of my little tribute to him. And somebody in the comments said, "You've got to give me the tabs for it." I said, "Well, I don't have any tabs. I made it up. I don't even know what I played." And she was like, "How did you do that?" I'm like, "It's not that hard. I'm just playing the white keys. It's very easy. I've studied piano. I know how to play a little bit." And then I did an intro to high. I've done a lot of little things with it because this guy inspired me. I even talked about how he inspired me to what I talked about in this video earlier. Ren's words inspired me to finish writing my second book. I made a video about it. It only got 67 views. Oh well, you know. You can't. I can't let things like that worry me. I never know that, or never assume that what I'm going to make a video on is going to blow up. I'm always shocked when that happens. I'm disappointed when it gets very few views, but it's not to the point where I'm not bummed about it. I'm like, oh well, it didn't do what I thought it would do. I think it's going to get 200 to 300 to 400 views. That's what I think. Like if it does well, it'll get 200, 300, 400 views, and if it doesn't do well, it'll get like 50. And it's like, okay, whatever, you know. Of course you want it to get more views. Now I'm just checking my YouTube channel. Don't know why my Facebook. Why did I just click on my Facebook page? But I did. So anyway, no big deal. It doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed this. I will talk to you all. We'll end it here. Hey, 780 subscribers. Why do people keep subscribing to my channel? It's got to just be this video. I don't get it. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad you guys are subscribing to my channel. It's nice. I have no specific plans on what videos I'm going to make, other than I'm going to make another wyvern drawing. This was my last L5R drawing, so I don't think I'll be making more of those. I might make another racing video. I've thought about that. We might make another pool video. I might tell the other fish story. I might make another piano improvisation. I might do another one of me singing again. Probably not. I've talked about my book, like right here. Don't know if I'll do another one of those. This one I really liked. I really was happy with this. It only got 45 views. I'm like, wow. I thought this was going to get several hundred views. I thought people would really enjoy this. Didn't get the response I thought it would. But then again, I thought my narration of my book was going to get huge response. It's in the playlist right here. Forest Era's Fate, Book 1. And if you click on the community post, I just started showing this chapter by chapter. So I started here, the introduction. That was 8 days ago. And I said every week now on Saturday, I'm going to post. Here was my first singing video. I thought I'd post that. Not one person clicked like. I shared the video of him interviewing me. 2 people clicked like on that. I just did this because it's Saturday. Today's Saturday. So this is chapter 1 of my story. And next Saturday, I will post chapter 2. I decided I'm going to do this once a week. I did this before, but I was posting them like almost every day. And they got likes here and there. But it did not get the response I thought. I'm just trying to find ways to promote my book because I want to see what people think of it. But, you know, it's very hard to promote a book. What are you going to do? All right, that's it. I'm done tonight. Hope you all have a very nice evening. It's 8:30 here on a Saturday evening. Talk to you when I talk to you. Bye-bye.